Alexander Zverev was thrown out of the Mexican Open after angrily striking the umpire's chair in Acapulco last month. The ATP have finally announced their findings from the investigation into Alexander Zverev's behavior at the Mexican Open, deciding to place the German tennis star on a suspended 8-week ban. Zverev was immediately fined £31,000 and kicked out of the event back in February after he repeatedly bashed his tennis racket on the umpire's chair in a furious outburst. He also forfeited all ATP ranking points from the event at the time, but no final decision had been made on what his main punishment would be. Serena Williams made her feelings clear on Zverev's actions, insisting she would be in jail if she repeated that same behavior. "I would probably be in jail if I did that, literally, no joke," Williams said. "I was actually on probation once. Like, what did I ever do to get on probation?" Mats Wilander also called for Zverev to receive the biggest punishment in ATP history by banning him for up to 6 months. If a player breaks his racket on the umpire's chair and he is literally a few centimeters away from hitting the umpire's leg, he should not be allowed to get on a tennis court until he has gone through some kind of rehab, some kind of time, Wilander told Eurosport. "To me, money does not do it, and I think you either give someone with that behavior a 3-month suspension or a 6-month suspension. You do not allow him to play the most important tournaments on his calendar." The ATP have now announced their findings following their investigation into what happened in February. The statement read, "The review determined that Zverev committed aggravated behavior under the player major offense section of ATP rules. Zverev has now been issued with an additional fine of £19,000 and will be placed on probation until February 22, 2023. If Zverev incurs another code violation over the next 11 months, then he will face an 8-week suspension from all ATP events. But the potential 2-month suspension will be wiped out this time next year should he meet the conditions set by the ATP. Zverev was back in action last week for the first time since his expulsion from the Mexican Open. He made his return to the Davis Cup, playing in Rio de Janeiro, but there were noticeable boos from the crowd for Zverev. After the match, Zverev made his feelings clear on the Brazilian crowd. "When it gets towards your family members, or when it gets towards somebody that you love, this is where I draw the line of respect," he said. Today that line was crossed. And, it happened, during basically every single game that we played.